Have you ever sat at your desk for 8 hours and still felt like you got nothing done? Turns out it's not you, it's your brain. Today, I'm going to show you a better way to work, one that's backed by science, used by top performers, and shockingly simple. But before you throw out your planner, hang on. You might need it more than ever. I'll show you why your to-do list might be making you less productive and how to fix it with one small shift in how you schedule your time. The modern workday, it's not designed for brains. It was designed for factories, for people and machines that had to get a lot of work done in a certain amount of time. But your brain isn't a machine. Research shows that your brain can only maintain deep focus for about 60 to 90 minutes at a time. After that, you start to lose sharpness. You slow down. You make more mistakes. But what do most of us do? Push through it, grind harder. But when your brain's running on empty, more hours doesn't mean more progress. It just means more rework, more burnout, and more late night regret Google searches like, why am I so unproductive all day? In just a minute, I'll walk you through how to flip your schedule so your brain stays fresh and focused. But first, let's talk about one major time waster you don't even notice. Imagine this. You're writing an email, then researching, then editing, then in a meeting, then back to email. That's not multitasking, that's mental ping pong. And it's costing you big time. Every time you switch from one task to another, your brain has to do what's called task switching. That's where it stops thinking about one task and tries to pick up another. It's clunky, it's slow. And here's the kicker. It takes about 23 minutes to fully refocus after just one interruption. That means if you check your email mid-task, you're not just losing 30 seconds. You're losing a chunk of your brain power for the next half hour. Now imagine how many times you do that in a day. Let's fix that with batching. Batching is just a fancy way of saying group similar tasks together and do them in focused blocks. That's it. But the results are game-changing. Here's how I batch my work and how you can do it too. Start by listing the types of work you do: writing reports, doing research, going to meetings, making phone calls. Group them into categories. Then schedule 90-minute blocks for each type of work. 90 minutes for research, 90 minutes for writing, and so on. Be sure to work in breaks between batches. Actually schedule them. Yes, I said it. A break can be a short walk, stretching, getting a snack, and if you're working at home, playing with your dog. This habit of working, then taking a break can be done using the Pomodoro technique. Learn more about it in this video. Now let's see how batching can be something you can actually use with a few real-life examples. These are simple shifts that make a big difference without requiring a total schedule overhaul. Example 1, email batching. Let's say you're constantly pinged by emails all day long. Here's a smarter way to batch them. Set up blocks of time to check email. Depending on your job, it may be 3 times a day or it may be at the top of every hour. The rest of the time, stay out of the inbox unless it's truly urgent. The point is to process them all at once and not each time one comes in. Why this works? Your brain gets dedicated time for communication without letting your inbox take over your day. Example 2, meeting prep batching. Maybe you support multiple teams and meetings are flying at you left and right. Try this. Batch all your meeting prep on Monday mornings. That's when you prepare agendas, slide decks, printouts, all at once. And here's why this one works. You stay in prep mode and avoid scrambling 10 minutes before every meeting. Monday, you prep. The rest of the week, you show up ready. Example 3, data and reporting batching. If your role involves spreadsheets or reporting or pulling data, here's the rule you'll set. Mid-mornings on Tuesdays and Thursdays are for reporting. No emails, no phone calls, just clean, focused spreadsheet or report time. Why it works? Your brain stays in analytical mode. You avoid task switching errors and the work gets done faster and better. Now, you don't need to batch your whole life. Just start with 1 or 2 high friction areas, then build from there. Think of your brain like an app. If you leave 14 tabs open, your battery dies faster. Batching is like closing the tabs you don't need. If you're thinking, okay, but how do I set this up to work for me? That's coming up next. But first, answer this question in the comments section. If you had 90 minutes of uninterrupted time, what would you finally get done? And if you're enjoying this content, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Here's how you'll get started. Create a weekly thinking block. Set aside a 30-minute block once a week just for planning. You don't need a 3-hour deep dive. You just need some focused time to get your thoughts in order. Block that time for one task, planning, and shut down everything else. During this block, you'll map out your upcoming projects or priorities, decide which tasks are best grouped together, look ahead for any potential roadblocks, and assign time blocks for the week. Actually, put these time blocks in your calendar. Want bonus points? Start the block with a clear goal. For example, in the next 30 minutes, I'm going to finish this week's status update slide and email it to my manager. That single sentence will keep you out of 14 different browser tabs. The result? You'll avoid reactive scrambling and start every week with a game plan. Number 2, choose one type of task. Instead of jumping from a meeting plan to a content outline to a to-do list, create a plan mode batch. Here's some examples. Plan all your meetings for the week in one session. Outline 3 reports at once, even if you write them later. Review all deadlines and deliverables in one focused pass. The result for this is you'll stay in strategic mode and make smarter decisions across projects. Number 3, use templates to speed up repeated planning. Batching works best when paired with repeatable systems. Use templates for meeting agendas, project kickoff lists, weekly reports. And the result is you'll spend less time reinventing the wheel and more time being the strategic office wizard you are. So if you're tired of feeling busy but not productive, try working in batches. Your brain will thank you. And if you want to learn more about being productive at work, be sure to subscribe to the channel, The Work Week Whisperer, because winging it is not a work strategy.